P.O.L. Game Review.
Yo, what up y'all? IntraVenus here, back with another episode of P.O.L. Game Review and Music. Today we are doing part 14 of my ongoing Spawn collecting series, where I collect sealed Spawn action figures for the most part. I have some that have come open or damaged, and I'll open them on camera, stuff like that. But I have over 100 already. And today it is covering entirely Manga Spawn stuff. Manga Spawn is an interesting topic. It's hard to find information about it, but I'll tell you what I can find here in this episode. Alright, in this episode we do have 5 action figures. 4 of them are from Series 9, and then one of them is a new Spawn action figure. I don't even know if they come in series anymore at that point, or maybe I just haven't paid attention. But first, we are going to cover the Goddess. And this is actually a variant with a mask. It's the fully purple variant, and she's got her mask on in the packaging. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, when I got this little weapon right here was floating around inside the packaging, and I kind of actually wobbled it back into place pretty much, but it was a shame to see that. You'll see in the close-ups here that she looks pretty fancy, some cool paint work. It's simplistic, but all of the characters in the manga line are a little more solid colors, I think, because it's based on mangas or comic characters. They're all based on comic characters, but honestly, it's hard for me to find much info on Manga Spawn as far as actual comics to read. But there is some in the back of these figures. Here on the back of the Goddess, you'll see that this set also included Manga Spawn, Manga Violator, Manga Clown, the Goddess, Manga Curse, and Manga Ninja Spawn. And included on all of these is a Clip and Collect. Let's see what the Clip and Collect has to offer us today. The Goddess. In this alternate universe, she is the ultimate hunter for the realm of light. Her priority is to hunt Manga and Ninja Spawn, thinking them to be in league with the Temple of Darkness. She is unaware that both spawns are like her, fighting against the Dark Temple's evil. The Goddess ranks as the most proficient as well as the most beautiful warrior for the realm of light. It sort of seems like the Goddess is the Manga Spawn version of Tiffany, or even going further back, Angela perhaps. And I haven't found any literature on this. This is a pretty cool figure though. There are many variants of the Goddess, and I have actually picked up one more that we'll cover in another episode. It's a really awesome one actually. So let me know what you think about the Goddess in the comments below. Next up we have Manga Ninja Spawn. Manga Ninja Spawn is one of my favorites in this particular series. This one has a really cool paint job, and it seems to be a variant. He's got black and gold painting, and the one on the back seems to have more of a reddish orange with the silver V on the chest, but without all this extra black. So this must be a variant. There are a lot of different variants as far as Spawn collecting, as you'll see if you're tuning in for the first time and you haven't done this before. Ninja Spawn, Manga Ninja Spawn, that is, has a cloth hood that he wears that makes him look like a ninja, I guess. And on the back here you will also see that we have a Clip and Collect for each one of these, and this one has this to say. Manga Ninja Spawn. Many centuries ago, he was the royal guard of Fujiwara. In battle with the Temple of Darkness, he fell prey to the blade of Manga Curse. Brought back to life, he is now the master of stealth and weapons for Fujiwara. Trained in all forms of the martial arts, Ninja Spawn is a major ally in the war with the Temple of Darkness. Yes, from what I've read, the Temple of Darkness is what kind of replaces Hell and Malbolgia's scene. And then it talks about Fujiwara, which is the city, I believe, where Spawn hangs. That's like Spawn's place, his city. So I'll look more into this, I promise. But let me know in the comments what you know about Manga Spawn, really. This is a really nice action figure, and the package on all of these is in pretty good condition, so I really like Manga Ninja Spawn personally. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, this might be my favorite in this Manga Series 9 of Spawn action figures, which came out in 1997 if you were curious. This is Manga Clown. Manga Clown is wicked looking, and he's some sort of mix of a spider and a fly. He's got this mask or head that folds over his own that is the shape of a fly, yet he has 6 legs and 2 arms. Well, you'll see for yourself. This is a really awesome action figure. I know I say that a lot, but hey, this is one of my favorites. Usually the clowns are pretty good. This Manga Clown also seems to be a variant compared to the version that is appearing on the back card. I think this one has better coloring than the one on the back card from what I could see, but sometimes the photographs are hard to tell in comparison to what you actually get in your hands. Let's check out the card for the clip and collect on the back. Manga Clown. Leering evil with the manga slant, the clown lives to engulf the world of Kuroshio in an eternal cloak of darkness, where the forces of the Temple of Darkness will rule. He will not rest until the severed head of Manga Spawn is in his possession. Ooh, that's grim and gruesome. And I'll remind you that there's usually an age limit on these. It says for ages 5 and up. Ages 5 and up. I don't really think so, but hey, you gotta make your money, right? This is an ultra action figure, and I really like it. Also, you'll see in the picture on the clip and collect, you can see that he's got that weird mask that's like a fly, yet the rest of him is like a spider. It's weird, it's creepy, awesome. Why I like Spawn action figures and Spawn comics. Now let's go on to our 4th action figure. And what a better way to follow up Manga Clown than with Manga Violator. Manga Violator from Series 9 here, featured with the pinkish clear wings, and might I add, it's got the jelly, the splat, or whatever you want to call it. There was always some sort of ooze in action figures and toys back in the 90s, and this is the one that came with this guy. Often you'll find these are all dried out and discolored. It's really nice to find one in good condition where it looks like it's still squishy and fresh in there. For all I know, I don't want to press on it, but it could be hard as a rock from over time, but who knows? I'm not opening it, but you'll see that this is also a variant. The version on the back card does not show any wings, and it also has, well, actually, you know what? It just doesn't show the wings, and it doesn't show the wings on the clip and collect either, so I assume that's a variant. I'm pretty sure I've seen versions that don't have the wings in the package. This is my only version so far in my collection, so far. Now let's see what the clip and collect has to say. Manga Violator. This giant, hideous reptilian creature is armored and deadly. He is the most savage killer from the ranks of the Temple of Darkness. He is the end result of Manga Clown's deepest rage. A transmutation from horror to pure evil. Nice. Sick. I like it, I like it. You'll also see on the back of all of these, Series 8 is listed from Spawn. Spawn, the movie action figures. They have Total Chaos Series 2. And, of course, your description of how to use your action figure. Very nice. That is Manga Violator. Sealed and glorious. This is one of the most pristine packages out of all of these. Okay, so to finish things up, we've got the newest of Manga Spawn action figures. And this came out pretty recently. This is a pretty large action figure too, I might add. This is Manga Spawn in its newest form. In the close-ups you will see this is in pretty good condition, except for his shield down at the bottom has rattled loose. as I did purchase this from Amazon, which I rarely do. But I only do it because they put action figures on good sales sometimes. I think I got this for like $19.99, and the only thing that happened is the shield rattled loose during shipping, but also there's some scraping on the top here. I don't know if you can make out those scrapes in the camera, but some minor stuff. This is a pretty cool action figure, but honestly, the coloring is kind of plain, and he looks a lot like a Transformer. I don't really get it fully, but I do like the green accents on the weapons. I guess those are powered by his plasma, I can only assume. And the artwork on the back seems very Unspawn-like, but it is also a good drawing. Nonetheless, this is Manga Spawn, the designer edition, released in 2022, at least that's when it was copywritten, with 22 moving parts, and no clip and collect, as they don't do that anymore. What a bummer. You'd think there would at least be some sort of character description here, but there's not. You'll see in the close-ups that this is the original paint variation, and I'm not sure if there are any variants of this, but maybe. I don't think they go as crazy with the variants anymore, and a lot of them don't seem to have variants at all. That's what I'm seeing. That's only for some of the action figures, though. The newer figures are still cool, and I love the size. It's a big figure. Let me know down in the comments below if you like the new figures, the old figures. Do you like to keep them in the box? Do you like to open them? And, as always, please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy this video. It really helps me out and inspires me to make more videos. I got plenty more Spawn stuff coming. And guess what? I just got my Retroid Pocket 4 Pro in the mail. So if you follow me for video game stuff, it's a lot of fun things coming. Thanks so much for tuning in to the end of the episode. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip. Peace out. Now, Manga Spawn, the 2022 edition, doesn't have anything written on the box, but it does have something listed online, and I'd like to read that to you now. In the alternate universe known as Kuroshio, the legacy of Spawn rages war against his manganized enemies from the Temple of Darkness. Manga Spawn, supreme warrior of the Fujiwara, uses his powerful sword and armor to keep the forces of darkness from devouring the world of Kuroshio. Manga Spawn comes with a Todd McFarlane signed nameplate, a sword, a spear, an axe, an arm blade, a shield, 2 daggers, and a base. This is a Mega Fig with 22 moving parts. That's the kind of information they give you these days, but that does give us a little bit of insight into what Manga Spawn is. Now, I've seen maybe one book listed online that shows Manga Spawn. I don't know if it's just Spawn translated into Chinese and turned into a manga, or if it's something different. These are completely different versions of the characters in a different universe. But I cannot find a story that I could check out where I can look at these characters animated in any way. You Google it, at least I Google it, and all I see are pictures of the action figures. Tell me what's up with that, y'all. Anyways, peace out.
Well, that was just childhood. We were all there together, and in denial would play like it was forever. And in the tall woods, we'd stay out of the weather like it was all good.